Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. We are live with Jill Dijon this morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Talk about motivation.
I know.
On this Monday. I think you might be one of the most motivated models that there is.
I'm very motivated, yes. Every day I'm looking for my motivation, obviously. I set big goals for myself that are kind of scary, but my excitement is larger than my fear. And that's, how I get motivated. Because when I commit to something big, if it's a work goal or an exercise goal, and exercise is mostly related to mental, again, because I don't always feel motivated to go exercise or, go work. But when I have that bigger goal that I have, committed to, it could be signing up for a race. I am a triathlete, and I'm going to do my first LA marathon.
Wow.
So when you sign up for something big like that, there's just no way of not training.
Or when you sign up for your own book, that's a massive feat.
Thank you.
So do you think you were born this way, or is it just, what is it your motivating factor? Is it just growth or to push yourself, or what is the motivation?
A little bit of both. I think, my sole purpose has definitely been, I'm a very organized person. I'm a go-getter. Like my mom said that when I was little, I would be sitting around the table with other kids my age, and they would be like, there would be a puzzle on the table, and I would be the one focused, getting the right puzzle pieces in place, where everyone else was kind of like, throwing it off the floor. So, it's been always part of me, but it's practice. It's pushing yourself to the next level. Always, and I'm really hungry in life. I just want to experience a lot of things. And I think also with exercise goals, if it's more about the experience, about experiencing what it feels like to do that marathon, to experience what it feels like to do. I did my first half Ironman. I never thought I was going to do that, but I was curious.
Did you say Ironman?
Half, 70.3.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. It was a 6.5-hour race.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
And after that, I was pretty excited still. Even though I was exhausted, I still wanted to drive home for another 6 hours. I don't know how I did that, but that was, again, I felt so good about myself. I was like, God, this is great.
You are hungry and you are motivated. We have a look at some footage of you. Let's take a peek.
We've had our own personal challenges staying in shape.
Food was my enemy.
Binge eating,
Constant sweet cravings.
We dealt with health issues
weakened immune system,
cancer,
Gut and hormone imbalances.
and some form of disordered eating.
I was a junk food junkie.
anorexia.
What did we all have in common?
A desire to find better, more enjoyable ways of staying fit, healthy, and beautiful.
Cooking and eating whole foods has changed our lives.
In the Models Do Eat book, we share our favorite delicious recipes to help you look and feel great.
We're healthy,
Happy.
Healed.
Strong.
unstoppable.
Don't deprive yourself.
Eat delicious, nourishing food.
There's no diet that fits all.
We hope that this book will inspire you to make better food choices.
It's sexy to take excellent care of your body and mind.
Wow, so brilliant. So,
Thank you. It's so nice to look back at it too.
obviously, you're working smart also. So tell us, the collaboration and partnership is really a big thing. We've gone from solo entrepreneurs to, really collaboration. What are the benefits and what it's been like to work with so many amazing women?
It's just more powerful to unite. When I started, I first pitched this book by myself in 2013, and it got rejected. And I used the rejections to fuel, my desire. I was like, okay, I've got to become. Back then, I was a passionate new chef in the kitchen, but they wanted me to be an expert. So I was like, okay, here I come. Let's Google, certification. So I started studying nutrition deeply. And so when I pitched this book for the first time by myself, it was all about my experience, but there's not, there's so much more to share. So I wanted to and I found other girls online, other models who are also experts in the field of health and wellness that were living and breathing their passion. I was like, okay, I could see them as my competition, or I can, ask them to collaborate. And I thought that was way more powerful. And so I'm so glad we did this together, because we all share our own stories. We've all had our personal challenges staying in shape, as I shared in the video, some form of disordered eating, health issues. And so I really hope that women that read this book, and men actually have been, really
for sure.
interested. So I feel like a lot more people can relate if you share more stories, more flavors.
sure.
It's also not one diet. We don't think that one diet fits all.
For sure.
And so we're all about taking good care of your body and mind, and nourishing, not depriving yourself.
So I'm noticing, of course, you're extremely self-motivated, right, and self-driven, and but you also surround yourself with women who are the same. They're very similar that way. And we have a mutual friend in Nicolette Rankin, right? Yes, Nicolette Rankin is a wonderful woman. She was the co-founder of Open English, which is one of the largest online English schools in the world, $360 million business. How have you discovered that your community sort of has grown over time, particularly with respect to like self-driven women? Have you noticed that there's been more and more sort of women around you that have been supporting you and being so motivated?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like women, used to be more catty and maybe it's also like my, personal shift into being of service, because as a model, I was obviously like, it's more about, getting the job, traveling the world, and it's all about me and me paying my rent and my bills. And, we are, even though I still had a ton of model friends, the atmosphere was obviously a little bit more competitive. And now I feel like everyone is just so nice. All the women, and especially in LA. I don't know if it's, if it's LA. Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's a time in history. I think it's shifted a lot.
Women ask, how can we help to make you even better and spread the word? We've got, we received so many beautiful gifts. We were on 12 billboards on Times Square. It was donated to us.
Wow.
We're in
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's been
Those aren't cheap.
No,
especially in LA.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
But don't you feel like that's like, those are like signs, like this is meant to be, this is a divine, like
100%.
guided thing?
Yes.
And same thing with some projects we do, is like things are all of a sudden just handed and you're like, wow, okay, this is clearly we're supposed to be here. So what's that been like? So Times Square, I mean, what's the takeaway? What's the takeaway
magical.
message from being on those billboards?
Several things. Like the one thing when I stood there with my team was like, you know what, this is so much better than doing this by myself. Like if I had just been here, I would have been a bit more, just like, oh yeah, cool, I did that. But now I'm like, yeah, we did that. Like let's celebrate and embrace each other and dance, and really enjoy it. Second thing was, it was the first time I've been on many billboards in my life and covers of magazines, but it was always for another brand and not for my own message. And it's just so much more powerful to see yourself up there and you're like, wow, I know how much it takes to get there. And every step of the way, I also designed the billboards myself, so it's just like, all that cutting, piecing it together worked out.
That's amazing.
So there were just a lot of pride moments, and the divine, being redirected from not doing it by myself to becoming an expert in the field. I never planned on becoming a health coach. I really just wanted to share this message, but because I started studying, I realized how much I loved helping.
So speaking of helping and being of service, how can people work with you?
They can work with me via personal training. Right after the show, I'm going to train a client, or by phone, coaching calls, and I'm gonna broadcast in my online platform next month. So
Whoa,
that.
very
Awesome.
exciting.
online program.
And where can everyone get the book?
On Amazon, benbella.com, or Models Do Eat.
Love it. Thank you so much. Such great work.
Thank you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.